Hey guys, I'm just gonna give this a second. Excuse the sounds of my phone. If you pop in, say hello so I know you're there. It's been a long time. I can't wait. I'll wait for a couple more faces to come in and then I'll get chatting. My voice my voice is right by the microphone, so I apologize if I get excited and things get a bit loud. This is so exciting to watch. Say hello. Tell me what the time is, where you're from, if you've been on here before. I haven't streamed a live video, I think, in more than a year. Wow, more than a year. So this is very different. And I was supposed to stream this on my other channel, but because that channel is still so small, I can't do any live streams on there yet. So I'll have to use this channel. So this is different to this channel. This channel is for my fine art, whereas the intuitive art channel is for this kind of thing, which is a bit more controversial, I suppose. Hi, Sandra. I should have known you would be one of the first ones. I was thinking about you guys not long ago, and I was like, oh, should maybe get the WhatsApp chat going again and see how you all doing. Hey, Rob. Yes, everything is great. So Luna is having a nap at the moment. I have the monitor next to me. So this video, or the length of this video, will all depend on her. I think that's what happens when you have kids, hey? So much is dependent on them. You really have to step out of yourself. They can teach you so much. I also have a very nice buggy fly around here. Oh, great, Sandra. Okay, I'll do that. I hope you are all keeping well. This was a very random decision to do a live video, so I'm just doing this from my phone. But I was very much in the mood to do an intuitive piece. I think this artwork I am going to, or I suppose I have mentally kind of asked for a sense of guidance in this artwork, and if this one can have like a worldly message. So I've pulled out a palette of colors that I used a while ago. So that's just this over here. But the purple and the blue have gone rock hard, so I can't use them. So the colors that are all coming out are reds and browns. So very, very warm colors. So I'm sure there's a reason for that. So I'm just going to pretty much just have fun with this. I'm not going to think about it. I know the message will come to me later. Because during the whole process of an artwork like this, everything transforms and changes constantly. Rob says, I haven't seen my granddaughters for 12 days, 6 hours and 28 minutes. Aww. Oh, that's tough. That's really tough. Everyone's being in isolation now. I guess this is going to give everyone so much time to, I guess, be with themselves, which is a very, very scary thing. Is having to be with yourself and try and, I don't know, connect. So I know that they're putting this word social distancing out a lot, but it's physical distancing. It doesn't have to be social distancing. We are very lucky with the technology that we have, that we are able to communicate. Thankfully, it obviously is going to put a lot of, I know that over here, Telstra, which is what we use for our internet and stuff, they're having a lot of trouble at the moment because so many people are working from home and there's going to be outages and they just can't keep up with all the people working from home. Oh, shoe fly. Sorry. Yeah, I suppose I could grind them with the back of my brush. I can do that. But, yeah, so many people working from home and it's a little bit of an adjustment for everybody to get used to whatever is going to happen. Such a big unknown, and yeah, unknown. See, this side looks so busy. Let's see if I can just grind this color a little bit. Hi, Ismay. I've missed you guys too. Gosh, I've missed you all so much. And I realized that it's been more than a year since I've been live. But I've been having such a wonderful time with Luna, being a mom, having all these new experiences. It's completely changed my world in a magnificent way. I also think I found like a much greater admiration for so many other mums out there. Like, being a mom is wonderful, but it is also so hard. It is so hard. There are times where you're like, I don't know what I'm doing. How can I, make this better? There's lots of those moments, but there's also so much power in that. You really learn a lot, and you just get on with things, and you follow your instincts a lot more too. And it's amazing how I think we all just know. We all know what to do. We just have to be calm. Calm is key. I've really learned that, especially with Luna. Luna has a very big personality. She is just like a fireball. She is so busy and active, and so much absorption going on in those eyes. You can see she's just taking on everything that's around her. It's insane. So I'm going to just pretty much fill this space that I have here with color, and then while I wait for it to dry a little bit, I'll turn the camera around and we can catch up. You guys can see my face. Still the same. So are you guys all at home? Are any of you still working, or what is your home life right now with everything that is happening? Robert says, did you ever hear the story about the apple and the tree? Yes. It doesn't fall very far from the tree. Robert's working. Cool. Are you working from home, or do you still have to go in to the office? Now, I was talking to my mom a few days ago, and she's working from home now. And she is loving it. She says it's so nice being able to just be in your own environment. You're still doing the work, for someone else, but you're in your own environment. And even though there's so much sadness happening in the world right now, but being home and being able to just be in your own environment, slow down a little bit, it's like there's less stress. There's less stress. And with less stress, you seem to be more productive and you feel better, and everything just turns out better. And I think, because I'm a firm believer that stress just causes disease and issues, within the body. And this is going to be a way for everybody to be sort of pushed back a little bit, in the sense that they may get to work from home, or they may get to be put into an environment that, is calm and quiet, and they connect with themselves, and things change and transform. Lots of transformation happening. I think we've all kind of known that 2020 is going to be a massive, massive year. I just don't think we ever expected it to be quite like this. Yes, reset button. That is the best way to put it. Everyone is resetting. But, I've also noticed there's so much love and kindness going around. I haven't noticed, from my perspective, I guess, I haven't noticed this whole like blame game or anything happening, saying, oh no, you got the virus, you were irresponsible, you spread it to this person and this person and this person. Everyone's like, okay, it's going to happen, and this is what we're going to have to do with it, and this is how we're going to have to deal. And those that have it are being taken care of and loved as much as they can. And I know, there's a limit to resources and stuff like that, but there is a lot of kindness going around, and it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Hello, Marilyn. Marlon. Marlon. I am using the Brusho Crystal Colors, actually, and I'm using Yupo paper, which is like a plastic paper, and it's already in powder form, and I'm pretty much just wetting the paper in various ways and dipping my brush into colors, and then just dropping them somewhere. And then when it's dry, I like to find pictures within the artwork, and then I just define those pictures, and then I try and find meaning from it. And it's been so weird. Excuse this little fly. This fly wants to do some art as well. The flies have been horrendous, actually. It's been profound, the amount of meaning and like the beautiful messages I've found in these artworks of late. So I've already done about 3 months worth of content, which I've already put up, but I'm only going to launch in June this year and go live with all of that stuff. so that I am ahead by a couple of months because I want to be very present with Luna, and it's very hard to work on a schedule if you're trying to, you know, be present with your baby. So I want to get a couple of months ahead, and that way I can stop and start whenever, and I don't have a very strict schedule sort of holding me back, kind of thing. So, yeah, but I'll show you an example. I think some of you may have seen. So let me just get my journal out. I guess you're getting a sneak peek into what's not. This one's only going to be available. I'm only really going to be showing this one in July, but it's this one. So you can see a tree has come out of this one. It looks like a fairy over here leaning over a rock of flowers. Here's a flower. You've got a little person sitting on the wings, and it's like sort of embracing what looks like a little Pegasus maybe. And then you have this beautiful calm blue face and this really distressed sad face, and the mind of this face looks like another face, and there's just so much in here. And then I break down every element of it and what it means and how we can use that kind of knowledge to help us in our day-to-day lives, and sort of how we can connect to our intuitions and sort of just follow things as they come to us, and how we can use art as a message board from our higher selves. Okay, yes, I said that right. And I know that, Marilyn. I know you. You've been on my videos so many times. I'm so sorry. So your art shows may have been cancelled. Ismail was saying, right after the news of COVID-19, I worked every day for 2 weeks. I'm a certified retail technician, so I have to help with pricing for grocery stores. It was really hectic and had to do double shift. It's calmed down and I finally got a day off, but for the time being, I still have to work. Counting my blessings because a lot of people are laid off. I'll be counting them with you, Esme. Yeah, so Vinny, okay, I'm gonna let this dry for a little bit before I have another look. But for now, can I turn the camera around? I think so. Try not to have you too close in my face. Hello. It's been forever. It has been such a long time. So Vinny, he works at a food factory. He's a maintenance electrician, and he usually does like 12 hours shift work. So he will work for 3 or 4 days and then have about 3 days off. And yeah, now that they're at the food factory, they're very busy, and they trying to be careful. So they're only allowed to have 3 people have a break in the same smoker hut, or that's what we call it here in Australia. I don't know if you guys call it what you call it there, but like a lunch room, and they have to be a couple of meters apart from each other. And before they enter the building, they have their temperatures taken, and yeah, they have people watching on the cameras to make sure that everyone's being super careful. And yeah, I don't know, it's hard. Like for those that are working in the food industry, they have to keep going. They can't stop. The delivery services, they have to keep going. They just can't stop. It's hectic. It's crazy. Robert says you should let the fly walk around on your work. It'll look cool. Tiny little footprints. Yeah. They're too smart. They know they can't land there. Marilyn saying, hey, what, you have a child now? Yes, that's why I've been so quiet for the last year. Okay, so I'll get into that. I am sitting on a gym ball, so you may see me bounce around a little bit, but Luna is having a little nap. You might be able to see, having a snooze, so I can see her on the camera. And she was turned 8 months yesterday. She's already 8 months old, which is crazy. It's beyond me. But yeah, I fell pregnant, and towards the end of my pregnancy, I sort of just like was, all right, I'm just going to take care of myself and just be with myself and enjoy this life that is growing inside me, and just sort of like not worry too much about the rest and just be in the moment. And then obviously when she was born, I was the same thing. I was like, I want to be a very conscious, present parent. I don't want to be trying to do all these other things while having my child, next to me, but I'm not present with her. And it's full on, like it is a lot of work. And I've only recently started doing bits and pieces. And the reason I started this kind of artwork as well is because it's artwork with a message and I can connect to it. And you don't need to be an artist to be able to do something like this. Also, colored pencils take way too long. I do not have time to do a drawing that's going to end up taking me like 28 hours to finish drawing. This, you guys just saw, took me a couple of minutes, let it dry, find some pictures, find a message. It's something that I can connect to. It's got a lot of meaning, something that someone else might get a good message out of. And I find it so much more fulfilling, and I feel like this is where I want to go, and I feel it. I just feel that push to go in this direction. Create art that is not about your skill as an artist, but as an intuitive connecting to something that can give you a profound message. And that's what I want to get into. So I am live on this channel. I said this at the beginning of the video, but not many were on here. I'm live on this channel because I can't do live videos out on my intuitive art channel because it's too small. So I have to do it on this channel, and then I'll put this video over that side. But yeah, there will be a few people that are like, nah, this is not my thing, and that's okay. So yeah, very different to where things happen. But so this whole world is going through this like huge transformation at the moment, and we all go through transformations, and I feel like every 5, 6, 7 years we're completely different from who we were 7 years ago, and we change. Everything we do changes. Our interests change, our ideals change, we learn things along the way, everything changes. And that's what's happened with me. My art has changes. My art has changed. I don't feel very connected to the colored pencil stuff anymore, and I just don't feel the drive to do it. Whereas this, I can't stop thinking about it. I'm like, oh, what information am I going to get next? What's going to happen to this picture? And I love it. I'm sure you can see this very annoying fly. Testing my patience. Rosemary, hey! Esme says the blonde suits you. Thank you. But I'm going to let it grow out because too much work. Yes, so Luna was born on the 24th of July, so the first day of Leo. So she's a fire symbol. That's such a cool name, Rob. Aslan, is that how you say it? Aslan. He's born in June. Yeah, they do grow very fast. But it's so fun to witness their every milestone. It's really exciting. Marilyn says, I've been practicing with alcohol inks. I'm not sure about it. No. I like that you can't really control a lot of this stuff. Or I do it in a way that you can't control it. And I like releasing the control. Yeah, Yes, flies tease you. I'm sure everyone knows or has heard about flies in Australia. They're always a big problem. And you know what, Honey and Taylor, so for those that don't know, that's our dogs, our Ridgebacks. They have a pretty huge doggy door because they are huge dogs. And they'll just stick their head out the doggy door and let it just stay open, look around, and then come back in. And in the meantime, they've let like 5 or 6 flies into the house. Camera check, check, check. Oh my gosh, so many memories coming right back. Hi, Holly. Righto. I wonder if we'll try and see if we can find anything in this picture. Let me flip this around. I can see my messy desk. Alright. I've been cutting my nails so short because I find that I keep scratching Luna, or I scratch myself, so I'm paranoid about scratching her, so now my nails just stay super short all the time. Can you guys see that? Let's go closer. And let's put that light over there. So this looks blurry, but it's actually what it is. And you guys are seeing this from a different perspective. Wait, I have an idea. I am using my phone. I'm sorry if you hear about the hear any message alerts or anything like that. This was a very last minute decision. I wasn't planning on coming live, but I just had the urge to, and here we are. Okay. This seems very blurry. Alright, this one is out of the way. For everyone who's got motion sickness right now, I apologize. Righto. Okay. If you see something, tell me. Actually, that is not as clear as I would have thought. Marilyn says, I have a cool flower with the inks. I'm afraid to touch it to finish it. I have hummingbirds drawn out, but I can't touch it. I'm afraid I'm going to wreck the flower. It's so perfect. Then leave it. Can you leave it as it is? Do you have to add the hummingbirds? Or you can try and face that fear head on and be like, I don't care about the outcome, it's going to be beautiful whichever way, and just go for it. I can't pause this. I wish I could pause this so that you guys aren't... It's definitely can be clearer than that. Let's try and clean this. Esme sees a lioness on the bottom right corner. If you see where the stick holding the cam is at, it's right by you. Okay, Esme sees a lioness. Actually, what I wanted to do was if someone brought up what they see, especially in animals. So I have the book here called Animals Speak, and let's look up the lioness. See what it means. Two, three. Okay, so the keynote of Lion is assertion of the feminine and the power of the female sun. So cool. Let's see what it's trying to tell us. It says, when a lion has shown up, there will be the opportunity to awaken to a new sun. Trust your feminine energies, creativity, intuition, and imagination. These will add new sunshine to your life. Don't be afraid to roar if you feel threatened or intruded upon. There you go. And yeah, it says, since the females of the pride do most of the work, it actually reflects the idea of the rising of the feminine energies. The sun has not always been a masculine symbol. It does give birth to new days, and it nurtures and warms life. Thus, it is not stretching the correlation to see the lion as the assertion of feminine energies to bring forth birth and new power. Cool. So I don't know if that really relates to you, Esme, but there you go. So that's the lion. Holly sees a grey horse above the blue. Oh, yeah. I can kind of see that too. Okay, a horse. Let's see what a horse means. So a horse is about travel, power, and freedom. If a horse is shown up in your life, it may be time to examine aspects of travel and freedom within your life. Are you feeling constricted? Do you need to move on or allow others to move on? Is it time to assert your freedom and your power in new areas? Are you doing your part to assist civilization within your own environment? Are others? Are you honoring what this civilization has given you? Horse brings with it new journeys. It will teach you how to ride into new directions to awaken and discover your own freedom and power. Wow. So that, I think, has a very strong message for everybody. A lot of us are feeling like we may be constricted within our environment, but now is probably a time to really embrace our environment, assess our environment, and sort of figure out what next. What can you do in this time? Not focus on, oh no, all the bad is happening and what am I going to do? But instead be like, okay, I'm here, I'm home. What can I do? If you just think about someone that pops into your mind and you take on that that notion that, okay, this person has popped into my mind, let me say hello, let me see how they're doing, and you do that, then you're going to do something great for them. Or you're at home and you have time to read a book you've been wanting to read, or there's a drawer that's been so messy for ages and you've been wanting to sort out that drawer for that long, then do it. These things are coming up for a reason, and try and focus on what you can do right now rather than what may or may not happen, and try not to let that fear mind just get into your head. Cool. So what else can we see? Sandra sees a ram beside the blue above the lioness. A ram. Okay, let's see what a ram means. So the ram's keynote is seeking new beginnings. If the ram has come into your life, do some examination, but don't take too long with it. It is usually an indication of a time to make some new beginnings, to initiate new endeavors, rather than just think about it. Are you taking advantage of opportunities that are presenting themselves? Are you staying balanced as you make new leaps and climbs? Are you initiating things appropriately? Are you acting on your ideas or just talking about them? When the ram shows up, it will teach you to bring forth the powers of the mind and imagination and use them to seek out new heights and new adventures. Another one that is so relevant to everybody right now. This is so cool. Isn't this cool? Really fun to find out what some of these things mean. I'm so sorry about how blurry the camera is appearing. Am I too close, maybe? This is, what is this one? It's annoying me. Let's maybe change the perspective of the camera. Maybe we'll see something from a different angle. I guess the internet isn't amazing. That's why you can't see this as clearly as I would like. So I guess we just have to deal with that. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can see anything. Now that I know I could be going live, I will probably set up my proper equipment again and just kind of have it ready for these moments that if Luna's morning naps are the longest, so I can take advantage of that. And then try and do something like this where we just create art, find something in it and see what it means to us. And yeah, I think it'll be fun. It's fun for me. And while we all kind of at home or have time, may as well take advantage of it. And then yeah, at least if I set up my proper equipment, I can have 2 cameras. I can have one where, like, when I'm having conversation like this, you can see me and it's not just a still image. Esme sees a little crab sticking its hand up. Holly says the horse now looks like a cow. Oh. Okay, let's have a look at a crab. there are no crabs in this book. Crab. Okay, let's see if we can find something on here. So crab teaches you a thing or two about heading to the path that has been laid out for you and being confident in the fact that you are protected from any danger that lurks along the way. It is in a way similar to the catfish spirit animal. Cool. So heading on a path that has been laid out for you. Esme. Cool. Okay. Well, I'm gonna let this dry completely, so there's still quite a few wet areas, and then I might turn it around to different angles and have a look at it, and then maybe tomorrow, if Luna allows me to, I can define some images and we can go through that, and then maybe I could have an overall meaning of this painting as a collective ready, and we can talk about that. And yes, if I think I can stream from my other channel on the computer, just not from the phone. So I'll see if I can set things up and we'll see what happens. And Esme, I'll do the same. Just keep in the moment of what's happening, and for right now you have work and you are safe, and just focus on the right now. I find that if you keep worrying about the negative things, you almost attract that to you. So think about what makes you happy and live in the moment. There was this cool, I don't know if any of you have heard of Gabrielle Bernstein, but she's written a book called Super Attraction, and she talks about a channeled identity called Abraham Hicks, and he said that if you keep thinking something, that'll become what you believe, and what you believe becomes manifest into your reality. So I love that saying because it's like, or love that quote because it makes you think about what you're thinking. Are you thinking about all the awful things, or are you thinking about the things you want to attract into your life? And the more you think about what you want, the more you attract that energy into your life. So it may not be attracting exactly what you want, but it's attracting that energy into your daily life. So something to think about. Radio guys, it was nice to talk to some of you again, and yeah, might be back tomorrow. We'll see how things go. I'm just gonna go with the flow of things. I hope you all stay safe and stay calm and just connect with your friends over, social media, and connect to everyone you want to connect to. Connect with people that are going to be positive in your life, and just be mindful of everyone else. Okay, love you guys. Bye.